Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with StewYJP. I'm Stewie. You're not neither any of these blokes. This is a 2 Up Tuesday. That's right, 2 replays for the price of 1. Kicking us off is someone who you might know and love. A good friend of mine, he's a good friend of yours, he's a CC, he's a nice bloke. Can you guess? He's got a very similar name to me. He may even made this intro. Let's watch him light it up. You might have guessed this is little Stewie, no relation. Stewie with a Y. Stewie from Mald clan. He's made his own clan, Mald clan, M-A-L-D. I don't know what it means. It's what the young people are saying today. He sent me this replay in the VZ55. Now, if you don't know what this is, you don't know what you're missing out on. The VZ55 is the Tier 10 auto-loading Czech heavy tank. It's the newest line, I think. It's the newest line to come into the game. It's got a 2-shot auto-loader. There's also a single-shot option, but I'm told by people smarter than me, and there's a few of them, I'm told that the double shot is better, at least at Tier 10 anyway. Tier 8 and 9, maybe not. Let's have a look at the gun. He's got standard ammunition loaded for now. Where's my mouse again? We've lost it. We lost it last week as well. It's a 130mm gun, 490 alpha damage, more when you set a fire, more when you set fire to someone, 260mm of penetration. That's with standard ammunition, which is armor piercing, 306 with APCR, which is premium ammunition on this tank. Now, little Stewie, as he's affectionately known, he's a community contributor. He does Twitch, he does YouTube. His links will be down below. In fact, his links are down below most of the time, I think, if not all the time. He makes great intros and outros for more than one community contributor, me included, and he's a really nice guy. But don't tell him I said that, because he's already got a pretty big... He hasn't got a big head, but he's already bigger than me, and we don't want that to get any worse. So I don't know why they call him Little Stewie, because I think when I met him, he probably was smaller than me. Anyway, it's not size, it's how you use it, right? Like him on YouTube and Twitch, you're mad if you don't. This is the VZ55. I've already talked about it. He's done 665 hit points of damage so far. It's a 2-shot auto-loader. He lit the links on fire, and I know there are a lot of people who are not fans of the wheeled vehicles out there until they'd like to see it. You know, there goes the Char Future 4, the Charlie, is gone. That's Stewie's first kill. He's still full health too, 2,310 hit points on this bad boy. That sounds like an odd number, so he's probably got hardening running, which I wouldn't blame him for. And you can see he's got Czech food running as a premium consumable. What's the Czech food consumable, Stewie? I'm not sure. Let's have a look. What's it called? Bucci. Don't know what Bucci is. I was in Czechoslovakia back when it was called Czechoslovakia, and a lot of the food's fantastic. Actually, no, it was called the Czech Republic. Anyway, the food is terrific. Not that this is a food channel, but you never know. It might be soon. 4-3 the score, 1 kill to Stewie from Mald Clan. He is top tier in this one. He's got the dream matchmaker, which you can often get at Tier 10. 3 Tier 10 tanks on each team. 5 Tier 9, so it's the old 3-5-7 matchmaker. 4-3 the score, and if you're competent in your Tier 10 vehicles, when you get a lineup like this, you can just carry. He is just about reloaded now. Looks like he's going to... Was he going to go back up to the donut? It's possible. Let's quicken it up and see if he can get up there. Look how fast it can go. He asked the question in the chat, do you know where... does anyone know where the chieftain is? Nobody knows where the chieftain... The chieftain's got an interesting name, maybe anonymised. Looking up there, looking at the Scorpion... Gee, this will be a... If he gets this one, then it's hacks confirmed. Is he getting... He didn't get the spotting for that. Of course not. The Char would have got the spotting for that. The Scorpion G up there with the Kranwagen up there on the enemy base. 4-3 the score. They're winning by 1 tank. According to the in-game score, or this is the kind of thing he likes to do, it's a bit risky. Whenever I do that, I fall over and hurt myself. Just saw an artillery shell go flying through the air. The Scorpion G absolutely copping it from the artillery piece and other tanks on Stewie's team, which is good to see. The score's 4-3. Little Stewie going for a bit of a dang flanking manoeuvre here. You can look at the mini-map. You can see all of these tanks that were last spotted around that corner. He wants to hope he spots the SU. He wants to hope that they don't pay too much attention to him. Gets shot by the T69 for 164 hit points. He's not going to worry about that too much. The Object 263 though, that's going to have a more powerful gun. Looking at the T69, who could be on the reload. Little Stewie on the reload as well. Sticking with APCR rounds with a score on 4-4. He desperately wants to shoot the Object 263. Why Coyote? I know that name. Why do I know that? The second shot doesn't penetrate, which is unfortunate. Now he knows where the Chieftain is. The Chieftain in a very interesting spot considering how strong the Chieftain is as a tank. Interesting to see it being all the way back there. I'm not sure why, when he's got so many friends ahead of him, and he's also just about got himself what's the word? Isolated. 5-4 the score now. Stewie from Mold Clan down to about 50% health in the VZ55, the two-shot auto-loading check heavy tank. Looking over there to the left, thinking, this is my danger. Shoots the Object 26, the Object 27A a couple of times. Takes him down to 233 hit points. 5-5 is the score. 5-4 the score. I can't count. 5-4 is the score. Looking over there, the T69. I'd be tempted just to load the normal bullets for the T69, but he's doing his best to carry. Gets the kill shot on the T69. Puts some damage into the T26E5, the Patriot tank, as well. At the same time, a few of the enemy tanks die. The T10, the SU-14-2, who in my opinion took a little bit too long to die. The Scorpion G finally got taken out as well, and that brings the score up to 10-5. There's the Chieftain. Maybe the Chieftain knows something I don't know. Maybe the Chieftain was... Yeah, maybe. I reckon I'm gonna say low chance to win on the Chieftain side, and he's believed those figures that XVM sometimes show, and he's just kicking back, sniping in the strongest, or one of the strongest heavy tanks at tier 10 in the game. Or maybe, who knows? I don't know. Anyway, I think if he was up the front in his strong tank, maybe his team might have won. Stewie gets a kill on the Patriot as well, bringing the score up to 11-6. That's his third kill, 5,430 hit points of damage done so far. He's having an absolute ripper. And now he's sticking with the APCR rounds, looking towards where the Chieftain was last seen. Somebody pings it. And, the Conway gets him for 686 hit points. And this is going to be a case of, well, we want both of these shots to hit. That one, we want to shoot him before he shoots us. He does. He gets his fourth kill, brings the damage up to 6,192 hit points. And here comes the Chieftain. The Chieftain's found his W key. Has he? I'm not sure. The Chieftain's found his W key. Does the Chieftain know what he's doing? Did he earn the Chieftain all by himself, or did he get someone else to do it for him? I'm not sure, but here it comes. Going the big, flying forward. 2 shots into the Chieftain, brings his damage up to 7,000 hit points. Blocks the enemy shot. This is what you do, folks. You rub your thing in their face, and that helps them. Makes it harder for the enemy tank to shoot you. That's what little Stewie's doing. He taught me this. He's up to 7,109 hit points. He's down to 400. That one goes through for 390, 380. Bit of a low roll, I think, maybe for the Chieftain. Stewie puts 2 shots into him and sends him back to the garage. Loses his driver. And his first aid kit's already on the cooldown. 5 kills to Stewie from Mold Clan. 8,015 hit points of damage done so far. There's only one tank remaining. It's a Kranwagen on 462 hit points. Can he seagull the kill for the top gun? I'm not too sure. 2,000 damage blocked by armor, 1,000 assisted damage, and he might not get the top gun, but he got an 8,000 damage game. And I reckon he did pretty good indeed. Not bad, little Stewie. Not bad at all. Let's have a look at the result. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for that performance. Not a bad performance either, if I do say so myself. On Corellia, a map that I don't mind. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. It's also the Bruiser Medal for doing some internal, module, and crew member damage. Duelist, fired for effect. He got 32 bonds for that game, so he might have got 25 bonds for that premium, the last mission you get each day. We also get bonds for normal daily missions, and of course, a tier 10 game. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I think it does. I think it makes sense. Sorry, distracted. You also got a steel wall for bouncing all those shots, as well as a high caliber. 8,868 hit points of damage done. Now, the game said 8,015, so I'm tipping that two of his shots, two blind shots, I reckon two blind shots might have went through. 5 kills, 1,382 base experience. He fired 24 shots, 23 hit and 20 penetrated. So some of those blind shots that he shot earlier, well, he only missed one shot in the whole game. So at least one of them did some damage. 20 penetrated. He sniped a bit. 2,000 damage blocked by armor. 1,012 assisted damage. He didn't make any credits because when he switched to premium ammunition for shooting, it might have been the object, he never switched back to armor-piercing rounds, but you could have fired some armor-piercing rounds in the T69, the Patriot maybe, and some of the other tier 8s, but who cares? It was a good win. It was a great win. 9-minute game, cost him 50,000 credits, no boosters or anything like that running, and WYLD Clan, I'm sure they're recruiting as well. Get on board, great bunch over there, and little Stewie, what a champion. Like him, subscribe him, get him on board. He's on Twitch and YouTube. Links down below. Stewie, you said this is a 2-Up Tuesday. Yes, it is. Let's move on to game number 2. This is WYLD Wolfin from Lime Clan in the KV-1. He's playing on the Aussie server. I know he's playing on the Aussie server because there are bots here. There are bots making up the numbers at low tiers on the Australian server and the Latin American server. And sometimes it makes for quite a farm. WYLD Wolfin is in the KV-1. Now, there's a number of gun options in the KV-1 at tier 5. I don't have one. I did have one, like I went through the grind. If you're new to the game, I would highly recommend the first tier 5 you aim for is the KV-1 because it's very forgiving and you're going to see that in this replay. I haven't seen the replay yet, but I'm tipping you'll be able to see some forgiveness in this replay. Whenever you make a mistake in the KV-1, it's got good armor and you can block shots. Now, even though he's playing against bots, that PZ-4H is not a bot. That's a real player. And the PZ-4H is another tank that a lot of people like to absolute carry in tier 5 matches, especially against bots. But he's reduced to firing HE at the KV-1 because the KV-1's, it is difficult to penetrate, especially when it's top tier, angled correctly, which is exactly what WYLD Wolfin's doing. And yes, it's even got a gun. Now, I mentioned there are a number of gun options. There's a derp option. He's not running the derp option. He's running the option of the 85mm gun, 160 alpha damage, 120mm of penetration with standard ammunition, which is AP. APCR is premium for 161mm. An extra 40mm, that's all right. We'd all like an extra 40mm, wouldn't we? The score, his team are down though. His team down 1-3. Only one of the tanks that have been killed on WYLD Wolfin's team bots. The other two are real players. And the reason that's relevant is often a more accurate guide to how your team's going is how many real players are left on each team. But only 2 dead tanks on WYLD Wolfin's team are bots. The rest are real players, and they're down. Now they're only down by 1, 4-5, as a couple of other players get taken out. He picks up the kill on one of the enemy bots. 5-5 the score now as his team start clawing back this game. 1,847 hit points of damage done so far. He's blocked 560, and as I mentioned, the KV-1. 3 reasons that I reckon the KV-1 is the best first tank to go for, first tier 5 tank to go for if you're a brand new player to the game. One is its armor is very forgiving. If you get yourself into a poor position, your armor will often block shots and give you the time you might need to get into a better position. 2, the gun isn't too bad. I'm not sure of how great it is, but WYLD Wolfin's making it work, so it can't be too bad. And 3, now some people will see the third point as a negative, but if you're a brand new player, this is a positive. It's slow, so you can't get into terrible positions too fast because it's not the quickest tank in the game. My best advice to anyone playing the KV-1 or the KV-220 or anything like this at tier 5, the Churchill 3, drive to where the action happens slowly. Just try and keep your gun going as much as you can. It's pretty simple, but even like this, he's out in the open, he's getting shot by the T-34S, which is not a terrible tank, it's certainly not a great tank, but it's not the weakest tank at tier 5, and he's blocking the shots like an absolute champion. The T-34S is firing premium ammunition at WYLD Wolfin in the KV-1, but is blocking those shots like an absolute champion. He's trying. You can see how slow it is though. Playing Ringer Rosie around a rock with a medium tank might not be easy, but he wants the kill on this T-34S. He wants the kill badly. What are you going to do? 6-7's the score. Auto Aims gets the kill. I'm surprised that went through. Even though the T-34S had the back of WYLD Wolfin, then he still failed to penetrate the shot, which is a testament to the armour of this bad boy. It was also a real tank, I think. Look at it. He's got a mark of excellence, and I'm tipping he'll have 3 marks of excellence on this bad boy, probably by the time this video goes out. I'm not sure. Scored 7-8. They're not winning this. They're down by a tank. 7-8's the score. There's only 3 real players left on WYLD Wolfin's team. WYLD Wolfin, who's on 4 kills. The other KV-1, who's on 3 kills. And the IKV-103, who's doing a pretty good job for a TD, pushing the eastern flank of this map. The enemy team, however, also have 3 real players. The score is 8-8, so they've got 3 bots on each team. And this is one of the real players. The Stug is missing his shot. It is Russian. It's not going to be the most accurate one. That shot only got in for 67. The Stug firing high explosive at the KV-1. The Stug probably thinking, what's the KV-1 doing up there on the perch in the middle? The M10 RBFM, another tank that people like to play at tier 5, and the M10 RBFM is just continues to keep WYLD Wolfin tracked, but now he's spotted. He's probably not going to be able to do it for too much longer. Auto aims on the tier 5 tank destroyer, gets him once. He's no longer spotted the RBFM. The T80 just came up to the hill but hasn't been spotted for a while. WYLD Wolfin goes to look for a kill shot on the AMX ELC, but the AMX ELC is down behind a house. Now, WYLD Wolfin's good friends with little Stewie, and he just made this work. I can't make it work. If I try to fall off the hill on mines, I die. It's as simple as that. There's the M10 RBFM being spotted again. He is giving WYLD Wolfin heaps of extra XP for damage blocked by armour. Wait for his gun to... He finally gets a shot into the tier 5 French tank destroyer, the one that looks like a Wolverine. 10-9 the score now. They're only winning by 1 tank. It feels like they're winning by more. The enemy T80 is still up there on the hill playing around. Hopefully somebody kills it. WYLD Wolfin more concerned about getting the kills on the real players, all which seem to be back here at the base. The M10 and the AMX ELC. That wasn't aimed. That's okay. Turn. Look at the M10. Gets the M10 down to a 1-shot. 7 hit points. Might be 6 more than he needs, but WYLD Wolfin's got the armour and the hit points to take the fight to this tank destroyer. He cops another shot for 115, but he confirms that kill, getting him to the top gun, and now he's waiting for a shot on the AMX. Can he get it? He does. Gets the kill on the AMX. That leaves the DW2 and the T80, both that are not real players. Here's a DW. Now, if he's going for marks of excellence, he's going to want as much of his damage as he can. Probably should have aimed a little bit better, but don't worry, he'll get this. He's just auto-aimed and charging in to the DW. Give him a ram. No. Or miss him. Whatever works. 279 hit points left on the KV-1. WYLD Wolfin going for marks of excellence on 7 kills. Make that 8 kills for the Radley Walters, and he's stopped there and asked the question to Jockey Warrior in the other KV-1 platoon for the medals. What that means is sent Jockey Warrior a dynamic platoon here, because WYLD Wolfin's on 8 kills, Jockey Warrior's on 4. That's 12 kills between them. 12 kills is an epic medal if he accepts it. I'm not sure if he's going to accept the invite. He's asking him to in the in-game chat, which you can't see, which is why I'm giggling. Let's see if he can catch this T80. The T80 on 130 hit points is going for him. I don't think he's going to get him. The IKV-103 looks like he's going to get there beforehand. No, the IKV-103 gets taken out by the T80. Not even a real player. In comes WYLD Wolfin and the Matilda. The Matildas never look so quick, and that T80 is proving to be pretty hard to kill. He ends up with the 9 kills, doesn't get the dynamic platoon invitation, which would have got him a crucial contribution as well as a Brothers in Arms. I think so, because that was 12 kills between the 2 tanks. That's not the result. There's the result. WYLD Wolfin from line in the KV-1. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Bruiser Medal for doing some internal module and crew member damage. Duelist Fire for Effect. Shellproof. 25 bonds. It would have been for the kills. Radley Walters for getting those 9 kills. Steel Wall, High Caliber and Top Gun. Absolutely killing it. 3,978 hit points of damage done. 9 kills, 1,717 base experience. That's a ripper of a score. 48 shots fired, 33 hit, 30 penetrated, nearly 4,000 damage at tier 5. That's fantastic. 2,000 damage blocked by armor. That's where I got the steel wall. And he even made nearly 60,000 credits. That's after tax with a premium account in that 10-minute game. Now, why he was asking for a dynamic platoon with Jockey Warrior in the KV-1, if you get 3 kills each or 4, you get a Brothers in Arms. If you get 12 kills between you, you get a crucial contribution as a platoon. It's a good way to get the medals. Had an absolute ripper. WYLD Wolfin, you're a champion, mate. Great work there on the KV-1. You'll have 3 marks on that bad boy in no time. And my old mate Little StewY from Mould Clan, formerly of Lemon, Lime, 1AR. He's been everywhere. He's a champion. A nice bloke he's on. ANZ Premier League. He's also on Twitch and YouTube. Links down below. Click, like, subscribe. You're mad if you don't. And get right on board. Once again, thanks for the replays. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, get on board. Costs you nothing. Really helps the channel out. Helps me out too. And if you want to see some terrible live gameplay, but guaranteed lots of laughs on Twitch, check us out on Twitch as well. We're also on Facebook, Discord, live streaming on Twitch. There's the link, and all the other links are down below. Like, subscribe. What was your favourite battle out of those two? One from tier 5, one from tier 10. A little bit different than what we might be used to seeing, but they were both epic games. Once again, thanks for the replays, Little StewY and WYLD Wolfin. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.